I'm holding a letter in my hand. It's dated May 22nd, 2014. It's from the Congress of the United States. This was a letter that was signed by Jim Jordan, who was then the chairman of the subcommittee. He will be the chairman of the Judiciary Committee going forward. What's interesting in the letter is that it's about the IRS, as the Committee on Oversight and Government continues to examine the IRS's targeting of conservative tax-exempt organizations, which, by the way, we won that case, and I'm holding in my hand a copy of the order. I mean, it's a lengthy order that we obtained a victory on. But this is what's said. While we knew the Justice Department engaged with the IRS in May of 2013 to consider a prosecution of politically active nonprofits, we were shocked to learn that this engagement started in October of 2010. According to Mr. Pilger, the Justice Department convened a meeting with former IRS official Lois Lerner on October 2010 to discuss how the IRS could assist in the criminal enforcement of campaign finance laws against politically active nonprofits. The meeting was arranged at the direction of Public Integrity Section Chief Jack Smith, who was just named Special Counsel, Logan. So there you have it. So this is, I kept saying the name is familiar, He's done work at the International Criminal Court of The Hague. I'm thinking maybe from there, and then when we started drilling down on it, it became obvious that's what this was. It means that the Department of Justice may be conflicted, that they were concerned there'd be conflicts inside that will look too political.
Sort of like recusing yourself some way.
Yeah, like halfway recusing yourself. Yeah. The problem is the person they appointed is a person that has, and again, it's nothing against the lawyer, but he was involved in the Tea Party targeting cases. Yeah. He also prosecuted Bob McDonnell, the governor of Virginia. He won an 11-count conviction, which was summarily overturned by the Supreme Court, 9-0.
So someone who feels like at least has some bias going into this.
Yeah, I think the problem.
It was his job, I guess, at that point.
Yeah, he was the section chief of public integrity. But yeah. I mean, to say that he's coming to it with no
preconceived notions
is ridiculous. Yeah. Okay, he had preconceived notions. So I think you just have to look at it that way.
And what's his job? So now they pass it to him.
He's in charge. He's the lawyer in charge. So everybody reports to him. He will probably take his staff, will be a lot of the people that are working on it. He can add to that staff. He'll be given a budget. He's probably, technically they're supposed to move expeditiously. My experience was it took 2 years. So
it's a perfect timing. It takes
sure,
2 years.
Because they can come out with their announcement in March of 2024.
Right.
Right as really the stuff heats up. Either that or they're going to move very quickly. It's going to be one or the other. Generally, these don't move quickly. These take on a life of their own. So I'm concerned about it. I don't like the special counsel statute. I think they should do away with it. Initially, they didn't think they needed a special counsel, but obviously that changed. The rationale
changed when he announced.
They're saying that is the basis upon which Merrick Garland said, I need a special counsel here because we don't want to look like we're going after President Biden's rival. And he pointed out in his statement that President Trump had announced and Joe Biden has indicated that he intends to be a candidate as well. So he concluded that it is in the public interest to appoint a special counsel. So they don't want to look like they're taking sides. But ultimately, Merrick Garland decides. Now, I'll tell you what he'll do. My guess is whatever Jack Smith and the special counsel come up with, that's what they're going to put in place. That's my guess.
Well, I guess that's sort of just hedging their bets. They can kind of.
Yeah, but you got to worry about the timing. Like you said, I mean, wherever you
I'm sure they are worried about the timing. It seems like that seems to be one of the big concerns as you look at it.
They're doing everything they can legally to take the guy out. Let's be honest. Okay, yeah. The New York DA said today that they're reopening an investigation against former President Trump. All this is happening simultaneously, and you're 2 years out from a general election. That, by the way, it's one of the perils of announcing so early, is all this regulatory oversight comes in, which is exactly what's happening.
Yeah, because theoretically, if he hadn't announced, there would be no special counsel. Which I guess could be good and bad.
No, I think you don't want a special counsel. Okay. There's nothing good coming out of a special counsel. Let's just be clear. Okay?
When someone has the only thing they're doing is focusing on this.
To bring cases against that person that's the target. So that's what they're doing. I mean, that's the goal here.